Live to Sydney now, where Football Australia is making an announcement about the Matildas.
We're really excited. Thank you.
Thanks, Minister Wells, and thank you, Lydia. I'd also like to call up now to the lectern Football Australia CEO, James Johnson.
Thanks, Anne. Thanks, Lydia. Thank you, Minister Wells, and good morning to you and to our CommBank Matildas and our CommBank young Matildas as well. Good morning to everyone. On behalf of Football Australia, I would like to sincerely thank the federal government. I would like to sincerely thank Minister Wells. Minister Wells has been a great champion and supporter of Football Australia over the past couple of years, and I really want to acknowledge that point. I'd also like to thank Minister Wong and Gallagher as well for the support of making the Women's Asian Cup that will be hosted here in Australia a possibility. The Women's Asian Cup in 2026 will be the 21st edition of this tournament. It is the oldest women's football international competition in the world. And it will be an extension of the Women's World Cup of last year, and it will ensure that the growth of our sport continues to occur as we lead into the Women's Asian Cup. The Women's Asian Cup in 26 will be a 12-nation team tournament. It will be hosted here in New South Wales. It will also be hosted in Western Australia and Queensland. It will also double up as a qualifiers for the Women's World Cup, which will be played in Brazil in 2027. The Women's Asian Cup will commemorate the 50th anniversary of this tournament, and it is our vision to deliver full stadiums across 3 states. We'll see a tournament on our shores that's broadcast to 140 countries around the world. You'll see a broadcast total figure of around about 132 million cumulative. And the tournament will generate $250 million in economic output, and the tournament will create 1,000 jobs across Australia. The competition will also deliver legacy for the tournament. Following the successful hosting of the Women's World Cup, we are seeing a 20% increase in participation across the country, particularly in young girls and women's, and we see this participation growing as we lead into the Women's Asian Cup. In closing, again, I would just like to highlight our thanks, our sincere gratitude to the federal government for this support. Without the federal government, this tournament would not be possible. Thank you very much, and good morning.